Located in St. James, New York, Suffolk County, in St. James Episcopal Church graveyard. If you go, it's a very small cemetery. If you enter it through the entrance and you follow it and you go all the way back to the cemetery just before it's a turnaround, you'll find the grave of Ashley Massaro. It's literally right before the turnaround, second to last row, as you see there. And it's a very sad, in my age group, Ashley was. She's just 2 years older than I am, and it's very sad. She's known for various ventures in media. I know her most from the WWE, but she was also on Survivor. She was also a DJ out here in Long Island towards the end of her life, and she was also a model, and she made Playboy as well. But Ashley Massaro, I know her from the WWE. She was trained by. Her career lasted from 2005 to 2008. Just to fast forward, but she was trained by Dave Finlay, Ricky Steamboat, Stratus, one of the legends in the wrestling industry. And I believe she was released in 2008 just to spend more time with her daughter, I believe, who was sick at the time. She did make an appearance back in 2017 on an indie federation. But, even though she was with the WWE for a short period of time, she was in a lot of memorable feuds and altercations. She was a valet. So she actually, backtrack here. She initially found out about World Wrestling Entertainment when she met a casting director during a swimsuit pageant. After beating 7 other chosen finalists, Massaro was declared the winner on the episode of Raw, which was back in 2005. It was a diva search. She had because she won, she got $250,000 in a 1-year contract with the WWE. And, this, you see, she was a valet for, eventually of a valet, I'm sorry, for Kendrick and Brian Kendrick and Paul London. One of the various things she was known in WWE for. But again, after she won her diva search, she was trained to be a wrestler. A week later, after that diva search win, Candice Michelle and Tori Wilson attacked Massaro after pretending to welcome her to the brand. That storyline feud with Wilson and Michelle continued over the next couple of weeks as the duo, along with their enforcer Victoria, dubbed as a Skanketeers by Jim Ross at the time, they made things difficult for Massaro. Massaro's in-ring debut, an August 29th episode of Raw, in a losing effort to Victoria. On the September 5th episode of Raw, Massaro was defeated by Wilson due to interference from Victoria and Candice. Then Massaro evened the score on September of 12th edition of Raw when she brought back the returning Trish Stratus, who then turned face, and the duo proceeded to attack them. That was the opening feud that Massaro had. Stuck around for 3 years. January of 2006, She won the first ever bra and panties gauntlet match by being the final wrestler left still wearing her clothes. And then, of course, following WWE tradition, to please the fans, she removed them herself before making her exit. She next had a memorable feud with Mickie James. Mickie James, series of attacks from Mickie James. She then went on to SmackDown. Had feuds with Michelle McCool. Also, was just a mainstay, very popular for lack of a better word. And she went on to also kind of venture out into various other parts of the media. She went on to Survivor in 2007. She was still with the WWE, and she approached the WWE with the idea of doing a show. And after going through casting the process, she found out that she made the show 10 days before she had to leave for China to film. Prior to the experience, Massaro was kind of camping out, went camping to try to put herself in that environment of Survivor. Massaro was one of the, in the second episode, she was voted off of Survivor. 6-1 vote. She competed also in Miss Hawaiian Tropic pageants. Miss Hawaiian Tropic back in 2002. Appeared in FHM, Stuff, Maxim, cover of Playboy after joining WWE. She also starred in Smallville. She made an appearance with Kane. She was also in music videos. Throw It On Me by Timbaland. She also appeared in another video for Rev Theory's video for Hell Yeah. Video games she's also appeared in. 2 WWE video games. SmackDown vs. Raw and SmackDown vs. Raw in 2009. So SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 and SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Just a career. Even though she left the WWE, and I go back to WWE, that's where I relate. She was still a fan favorite and was still getting constantly. Back then, a few years ago, she just recently passed away. She was getting fan requests, for autographs and fan mail. One of her last tweets too was that she just had finished up replying to fan mail, and the following day she was found that she had passed away. She was a DJ out there at a local Smithtown, Long Island radio station, and she did not fail to show up, and that's when unfortunately it was found that she had passed away. Just one of the most personable I just remember just following her on Twitter, and she was just constantly interacting with her fans, and she was really beloved. Just even though she was there for such a short period of time, um, made a huge impact. And she did have some injuries, which I think were a part of the reason why she retired as well. If I were just to make an assumption, um, because remember, she was not from that uh, world. She obviously liked it, wanted to give it a chance, um, and she did damn good. She took to it, was able to make an impact, even though it was for a short period of time, and just left the message out there in the world that always believe in yourself, and if you believe in yourself, you could definitely accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. Um, just very sad. It's very sad that she passed away, and I know that a lot of her fans still remember her now, and will always remember her. Very memorable matches, very entertaining feuds, had personality on the TV screen. I was able to cut a promo, meaning able to talk on the mic, and had a lot of personality. Was truly a WWE superstar. Um, a lot of rumors of what caused her to die, um, and who knows if it's true or not. But the only thing that I could say is that if you ever do need help, please reach out to someone, and don't be afraid to ask, and just ask for a ear to speak to, or just to talk to someone. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Rest in peace to Ashley Massaro.